Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joining us, it's a bit of a behind the scenes. We're in the camper van. We're off to shoot the Alphard Golf Tour. You might have seen on Thursday we posted the first of 5 episodes where we were at Halifax Golf Club. But this morning we've headed up to Southport, and you know, I'm certainly one of them people that get an idea and I just basically go and do it. And I've said to like my girlfriend, she can't believe I'm doing anything like this. I'm not prepared at all, but I always learn by my mistakes. So we've stopped off, we've been to Aldi, we've bought a few bits and pieces, £6.50. We've got some hoops, we've got some ham, we've got some cheese, bread, water. So I'm just making a bit of lunch really. Obviously no knives and forks, no plates, that's me, not organised, but it's a learning curve, so I'll be writing all these things down, so obviously next time we hit the road I can be a lot more prepared. But you know, I think sometimes you've just got to get out there and do it, and that's basically what we've done from the start. So yeah, we're out on the road. We're going to be filming 4 episodes, and there'll be a little bit of a behind the scenes of what's happening in the van. Obviously I'm going to be stopping over, finding a campsite tonight somewhere. But yeah, obviously it's just a day van, so it's nothing, you know, fancy. You know, having just gone full time with YouTube in November, budgets were tight, so it's a bit of an oldie but goodie. But it's going to get us out on the road, doing these obviously sponsored series with manufacturers, showcasing some fantastic products and hopefully fantastic golf and matches with our subscribers. In all these series, I'm going to also try to incorporate a prize for you guys in some way or form. And what I've said to people I've spoke to closely, unlike other channels, I want to make sure that everybody who wins the prize actually shares it, shows it, and we can reshare that to you guys. So obviously, you know, if you enter one of our or watch one of our series, you have genuinely got a chance of winning a prize. So I'll make sure obviously all draws are done. And whoever wins, you know, has to show the prize basically as part of TNCs. So yeah, I'm making, I've got some ham, cheese and crisp, and that's it really for lunch. So yeah, this is the start of what it looks like as a YouTuber. It's nothing glamorous, but having said that, it's been the best 6 months of my life. You know, obviously, you know, just working for myself, managing my own time, and you know, playing lots more golf really. I mean, you can almost say apart from money, I'm living dream. But yeah, so I'm going to grab this sandwich and we're going to head over to meet Mike and shoot the second episode of the Alphard series, where if you're not watching, it's 2 PM every Thursday and it's going to be a belter. And following that, we've then got another fantastic series with another brand that I've worked with closely. Or not worked with close, that's probably the wrong sort of terms, because I've not worked with them at all. But I've used their product, which was sent to me for an independent review. And if you're not aware how that works, is us guys, we get sent product free to review. And then if we like it, we can obviously then try and negotiate something like this, where we offer some sort of tour or some sort of series to showcase the product more organically. If you weren't aware how that works. But I was sent the product with the Axis putter. I'll not keep you waiting any longer. And I genuinely, after testing different, you know, bits and pieces, that's ended up in my bag for the last maybe 6 to 12 months, putting really well with it. It literally went in the bag by fluke, because I'm going to be honest, I genuinely thought, you know, when I got my lab putter, that would be it, and lab would be the ultimate for me. But it, you know, if you watch the channel, you'll know, and I'm blabbing now, but you'll know the Axis went in the bag purely based on the feel and the weight, and me being somebody that don't always hit the middle of the club, being dead impressed with how forgiving it were across the face. So yeah, I don't think my putting's ever been as good, so it's nice to partner with them. That's going to be an upcoming series, but for this next 4 week, check out the Alphard series, because you will have a chance to win a trolley. Right, I'm going to stop blabbing, I'm going to eat this sandwich, and we're going to go and meet Mike.
Hopefully the wind's with us.
I got feeling it's like a bit of a new club. Everything seems all fresh and new.
30 years old.
Is it?
Yeah. The guy who bought, like Jerry O'Brien, when he bought it, probably 10 years ago now, he did all the clubhouse up and everything.
Surely that's a new refurbishment
Yeah,
inside,
yeah,
is it?
Yeah. It's all been redone.
Look pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's one of them like welcoming clubs. You
Yeah.
don't feel like you've walked into something from like, you
Oh,
know,
no, you're not.
19th
This
century
is
here.
not
It's
like one of the old times where everyone looks here and
yeah.
what are they doing here, sort of thing. No.
So day 2, a behind the scenes on tour in the camper van where we're shooting the Alphard and the Axis series. These videos will be out every Thursday at 2 p.m. and we'll be at Hurlstone this Thursday playing with Mike, who we recorded with yesterday. And yeah, fantastic day, hosted really nicely. And then following the round, I went to the gym, I went to JD, had a workout, got showered and changed, and then off to find somewhere to stay, where I'm using an app called Search for a Campsite. It's £7 a year, and basically it pins all the campsites in your area and locations you can stop as well. There's like freebies if you want to stop in a pub car park. You can basically find a pub where there's a minimum spend, and then they'll give you a voucher to put in your windscreen so you can stop there overnight. And that's what I opted to do. I know what you're going to say, guys, you're tight, and my girlfriend will set same. But I didn't feel the need to stop on a campsite last night, because obviously I've been to the gym, I'd got showered and changed. Everything's charged as well, so I didn't need to hook up to any electric. So yeah, did a minimum spend, £10, had a nice little pub meal, and then yeah, quiet sort of pub car park with security cameras and stuff, so I felt safe and secure. And I'm just currently sat in McDonald's car park, where I'm going to go and get a coffee, take a few bits and pieces into charge. Usually you can find a plug socket, can't you, underneath where your seating areas are. And then off to the gym, where we've got a tea time at 1 o'clock. It's 9:30, so going to probably try and get heading to the golf course. We're only 15 minutes away. Obviously I planned the tour pretty well, so we're not travelling more than 30 minutes to a golf course. And we're going to try to sort of set off for about 11:30, get there nice and early. So just turned up at Bidston Golf Club. Going to be playing one at members today, Roland. We're filming the second episode of the Axis series. And I'm just going to show you, because first impressions, it's quite a small club, located next to sort of a dual carriageway. But when I came in, I thought to myself, obviously quite newish, as you can tell. There's quite a few small newly planted trees, but so well cut. I mean, I don't know if you can just see the fairways, but it all looks very, very well manicured. And yeah, I've got here a little bit early, so I'm going to have a practice putt, and looking forward to this one. So the Axis series is going to be available to view from September. We're hitting the road to play against subscribers in 9-hole matches, and we've got a wide array of putters with us for them to sort of play with against me in 9-hole matches. And if they beat me, there's a chance for you guys to win one. I'm trying a new one today, just for a little bit of fun. I'm probably going to use my rose putter for the game. In fact, just move that a little bit out of the way. Oh, that felt lovely. That's the Axis Joey. It felt very soft. Out of all the putters that Axis do, if there were one that I could move into, it could be this one, the Axis One Tour HM, which is a bit like a sort of mid-mallet shape. Roller's not mic'd up, but he's just having a look at what putters there is to play with today, and we'll find out what he chooses on first tee. There she is, the oldie but goodie, getting us around on tour. So second night staying in the van, and I've literally just had the worst experience of my life. Someone's literally tried to break in the van with me in it. I was fast asleep, and I've heard what sounded like, I've got like a side window, a sliding window. It sounded like someone had smudged their hand down the side of it, but I think what they'd done, they'd put a lot of pressure on it, and they were trying to actually break the lock and slide it open. I don't know if these VWs have got like a reputation for not having the best side windows, but then I went quiet thinking, oh, it'll just be might just be some kids messing about. I could hear like, you know, a little bit of talking, and that next minute I heard like what were a screwdriver, and literally straight away I thought they were like trying to prise my window open or something, or break it. I banged on van, said, oh, you know, not say what I said, but they ran off and I could hear them laughing. And I've jumped up, I put my trainers on, I've literally got in driver's seat. I thought, obviously I've got to get out of here, I can't stay here. And I found a 24-hour Asda where obviously I just kind of regroup. But the biggest mistake I made was last night I finished really late. We finished late. I still needed to go to the gym and get obviously showered and stuff and changed, not being on a campsite. And yeah, by the time I got out and I'd had a little bit of food, I were knackered. At nearest place, nearest campsite or pub, with security were like 25 minutes away. And I were near like a residential area, and there were loads of street parking, and it was quiet. And I've just parked up, not thinking anything of it. And then literally, I've got on my phone in Asda car park, like, where can you park on ChatGPT? Where can you park in a camper van if you can't get onto a campsite? And what it said is don't park on a residential area. I mean, this is obviously a learning curve for me, but who would be sleeping in a camper van outside houses? So for criminals, they're thinking it's an empty camper van. It's like happy days for them. So there's no wonder they've tried to break in it. And what it said is, and this is where I am now, I've headed to, it said an industrial estate, stop on an industrial estate, where obviously there's people working through the night. And I'm basically now, I found an industrial estate where there's a couple like buildings where the fronts are open and there's forklift trucks coming in and out. So it's a bit noisy, it's a bit loud, you know, it's a bit bright even because there's street lamps and stuff, but I feel safe, and I'm now going to try and get my head down for a couple more hours, but I'll definitely not be making that mistake again. Well, that went better than planned.
Yeah, it was alright that, wasn't it?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joins us at High Lee, where we're filming the third episode of the Alford Golf Tour, and we're playing with Ben.
Nice to meet you.
And do you know what? It's the first time I'm playing in this series against a low handicap golfer where I ain't got to give him a million shots.
Well, you can if you want, I don't mind. I really don't.
And we've obviously had a little warm up and a coffee this morning. We decided we're going to play off at red tees for something different.
Yeah, why not?
We're going to see what two scratch golfers can shoot off the red tees. You're a massive fan of Bob Does Sport, aren't you?
Yeah, them boys are the way forward, I think, now. They're, you know, we haven't got a load of alcohol to drink, but see if we can try and shoot under par, that'll do. So
we've just finished up at High Lee. It's been a busy day. We've done 18 holes, 2 9-hole vlogs. I've been fantastically hosted by Ben. High Lee again, second visit I've had here, and they're fantastic with us YouTubers. They really get it. They appreciate the exposure, and they've hosted us really well. And I'm in a bit of a predicament. I think I'm going to be going home. So the fourth game we had planned across in Stockport, I've sent 4 messages to over the last 24 hours. They've all been read, and I've not had a reply. So I'm a bit stuck. I'm 1.5 hours from home. I can either set off home now and sort of, you know, get all set and have a good working day tomorrow, or I could go to the gym, get showered and changed and ready for this evening to travel across to Stockport. If I were going to do that, I would definitely be booking into a hotel tonight, because I need to get the batteries charged for the Alphard trolleys, and I feel like I just need, I need an early night tonight. But like I said, I can't. I'm gonna have to go home because I've sent enough messages now and not had a reply. So yeah, that's gonna bring it to an end. It's been a learning curve. I mean, out of the 5 games I'd planned, 2 of them have been cancelled. So I think next time I'm gonna have to vet people better, make sure that they've got provisions in place for sort of family issues, and you know that they're definitely not going to get called into work or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, it's a long way to come to have to drive home, you know, and not get the content. We don't appreciate that when we're filming with like James and we're filming with Dan. If we say we're going to film, and we're very productive. But I feel like this trip's, you know, today's been very productive. The first couple of days as well. I've been hosted fantastically by everyone that's been part of the series, by the way, which will be showing up. I've said this a million times. I'll be showing every Thursday at 2 o'clock. But yeah, it's been short-lived. But at the same time, I've learned, and I'm enjoying the concept of this getting away in the van and playing with you guys. So it's definitely something we're going to do more of. And I'll definitely upgrade this van now. Now I know that, you know, that I can do it. Like, I enjoy the concept. I'm definitely going to upgrade the van and get something a bit cozier, a bit nicer. You know, the bed's not so comfy in the back. I could do with a bit more electric. I've got electric through USB ports, but I could do with proper plug sockets, although I have got a hookup, but you've got to stop on a campsite and it's not always easy, you know, when you're on the road to find one. So yeah, that's a conclusion of where we are at the minute. And I'm going to look at my Instagram once more. If I've not had a reply, we're going to cut it. We're going to call it early. Get home tomorrow. Well, sorry, get home tonight, and then have a good working day tomorrow. Do some editing, and go up to golf club and do a couple of videos. And yeah, can't wait for these videos to come out. It's definitely not as easy doing this without Dan, by the way. I think I've got a bit... Dan being on camera, me playing golf's a lot easier than trying to play golf and obviously film at the same time. And especially when, you know, you start to get a few members up behind you, you start rushing. It's not easy. It's not as easy as having a cameraman. So I think that's what we need to aim for, is to get to a level where we can sort of get some help basically with the camera. But yeah, I'm blabbing now, and this video is going to have gone on far too long. But that were a bit of a behind the scenes in the van, the first sort of tour we've done, and the rough and the smooth, you know. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. But yeah, all in all, enjoying the concept, and I think there'll be plenty more of this. Guys, we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.